Good morning to all. Myself Dr. T.V. Nagaraju. I am working as an associate professor in Department of IT in MLR Institute of Technology. Today I will going to discuss about Java programming introduction. Okay. Next, these are the contents that we are going to cover. What is JDK, JRE, JVM, followed by class object and the procedure, how to write a program, save the program, compile and executing the program, followed by different data types. Okay, move one by one. The first one is JDK. What JDK specify? JDK stands for Java Development Kit. What is mean by this one? This is simply a software. Suppose you are writing a Java program, you need to execute the program. You need some software. For example, I have a movie. I want to watch the movie. You need some VLC media player. Similarly, if you develop any application by using Java, we need a software. JDK is the software. Okay. Now Java Development Kit. Now this JDK consists of mainly three components. The first one is Java compiler. We already know what are the two stages of a program. Stage 1 is compilation. Stage 2 is execution. These are the two stages. Now compilation, what they do? Whatever the source code I given, the compiler convert the source code into bytecode in Java. The source code is converted into bytecode in Java. This is the first step. This compilation is done by using Java compiler. Now understand, once you install JDK in your system, the compiler is inbuilt in JDK. So compiler does not depends on operating system. That is the reason we said that Java is platform independent and architecture neutral. Anyway, we already discussed that one. Now compiler purpose is to complete stage 1. Okay, once the stage 1 is completed, what is the next point? Execution. Execution means convert this bytecode, whatever the bytecode that is generated, execute the bytecode to generate the result. Execution of the bytecode to generate the result. Now for that, this is available. JRE, Java Runtime Environment. Execution is also called as running the program. So to run the program, JDK consists of one special environment, that is called JRE. Now internally JRE consists of JVM and Java library. Now clear? JDK is the software which consists of Java compiler, and Java compiler purpose is to convert the source code into bytecode. What is the purpose of JVM? JVM takes the bytecode. JVM takes the bytecode and then produces the result, and then it generates the result. Now what is the purpose of library? For example, during execution you need some any additional stuff. For example, if you want to use some scanner class, you need util package, so that package is required. So that Java library is also provided. Okay, clear? This is JDK software. Now Java compiler is clear. Now you need to learn about JRE, Java Runtime Environment. Environment means simply the place we are providing for running the Java program. Now, what the JRE consists of? JRE consists of JVM. Along with JVM, some libraries. Okay. Now, what is the JRE? JRE is simply a set of tools for developing the Java application. That means once the bytecode is generated, that bytecode is loaded into the JVM. So JVM executes the bytecode and then produces the result. During execution, if it required any support, so along with this one, we are providing different set of libraries and any other files for execution support. All those are provided by the JRE, Java Runtime Environment. Clear? Now, finally, and the most important thing everyone need to know is JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine. The name specifies Java Virtual Machine. The machine does not exist physically, and this JVM is available in the runtime environment. The main purpose of JVM is take the bytecode and then execute the bytecode. Take the bytecode and then execute the bytecode. See this one. This is the internal architecture, how a JVM looks like. Class loader. What is the purpose of class loader? Whenever compilation is completed, if the first stage compilation is completed, the Java compiler generate .class file. This .class file is also called as bytecode. Now, if your program consists of 4 Java, suppose if your program consists of 4 classes, 4 .class files are generated. Now, the purpose of class loader is to load this class file into the memory. This is the memory inside the JVM for execution purpose. Okay. Now, these are the different categories of memory. First one, class area. What is mean by class area? Within the program, all class level components. Anyway, whenever you are getting the concept of static, then you will get the complete idea about memory location. Now I will give you a clear idea. Class area means all the static components are placed inside the class area. All non-static components are placed inside the heap area. A program generally consists of 2 components, either a static component or non-static component. What is static? I will discuss. So, all the static are loaded inside the class area, all the non-static members are stored inside the heap area. Okay, these two are just memory locations. Within this one, no operation is performed, just memory location. Now, if the component, that is a member, wants to execute, it moves to this one. This is called Java stack area. Java stack area is the place where my programming components are executed. Okay, these 3 are the important things. Now, PC register, program counter register, it simply stores address of the next instruction. What is mean by? So in which order the instructions of the program is to be executed, that is maintained by PC. Any native methods are there in your program, all those are executed here. So for this native method execution, we need some native libraries. And for this Java stack area, I need some execution engine. That is, by using this execution engine, your programs are executed. Clear? Right now, you have one understanding. What is JDK? It is simply a software. It is simply a software. Now, what is JRE? JRE provides the runtime environment. It does not do anything. It provides just the runtime environment. Now, the execution is done by JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Right now, you are in a position, what is the software that is used, how my program is executed. Okay, now move the next point. So Java is a complete object-oriented programming. Java is complete object-oriented programming. What is mean by this object-oriented? Every concept of programming is declared in terms of object. Simple thing. The main concept is concentrate on the data. Concentration on the data. Remember, in object oriented programming, every component, that is every member, is written inside the class only. Everyone remember, without class there is no concept of object oriented programming. Whatever the statement you written, every statement must be right inside a class. What is a class? Immediately my question is, what is a class? Simply, class is a blueprint. Class is a blueprint, or class is a logical structure. Understand the term here. I used the term logical structure. By using class, we are generating objects. So right now, what is an object? You don't know. Up to now, remember the definition. Class is a blueprint, or class is a logical structure. Logical structure means originally the class is not existed physically. Physically, the class is not existed. Okay. For example, fruit. Observe, fruit is the class. Anyone know is fruit is existed in the real time? No. Apple is existed, orange is existed, banana is existed, but fruit is not existed. Fruit is not existed. You clear my point? Any logical structure or a blueprint is called a class. Generally, a class consists of different components, variables, methods, constructor, block, etc. A class consists of what are the basic programming components? The basic components are variables, methods, constructors, blocks. These are the main basic components. All these are written inside the class. All these are written inside the class. So generally these two are important regularly. Now a class consists of a collection of variables, comma, methods, comma, constructors, comma, blocks. What is the syntax? To define a class, use the keyword class. Use the keyword class. Class is the keyword. Then only we can say this is the class, followed by name of the class followed by name of the class. Okay, what is the name? You can give any name according to the rules of identifier. For example, whenever you are set a password, generally the password consists of minimum of 8 characters and at least one uppercase letter, at least one digit, at least one special symbol. Similarly, if you want to use a name in your program, you need to follow some rules. Generally, the name consists of alphabets A to Z or small a to z. Remember, Java is case sensitive. Case sensitive means uppercase letters are different to lowercase letters. An identifier, that means a name consists of any combination of digits 0 to 9, and the only special symbol that allowed is underscore. Now if you want to give a name, use any one of these or a combination, but the main important thing is your name does not begin with a digit. Whether it is a variable, method, class, whatever it is, your name does not start with a digit. It can begin with either an alphabet. For example, A, this is the variable name. A1, this is a name. Underscore A, this is name. $, this is invalid. Why? The name does not consist of any special symbol other than underscore. For example, 1A, this is also invalid. Clear? Like this we can give the name of the class. What is the main naming convention you need to follow? Generally, the class name starts with uppercase letter. The class name starts with uppercase letter. Now you understand what is a class? Class is a blueprint or a logical structure. Blueprint or a logical structure which consists of properties and methods. So a class consists of properties and behavior. What is mean by properties? The variables. For example, fruit is a class. What are the properties of fruit? Suppose shape, color, taste, price, all those are properties. So technically those are called variables. Behavior in the sense, what are the operations that we are performed? What are the operations that we are performed? For example, on a flute we are performing eating operation, we are performing slicing operation, simply with methods. Now observe, variable hold the values. Now what is a variable? Simply it hold the value. Methods are simply the operations or the actions that are performed on the variables. You can write inside the class. Now clear? Now next one, by completion of definition I will give you one program. What is an object? That is the most important thing. Why? Java is a complete object oriented programming. So obviously what is an object? Object is an instance of a class. What is mean by instance? So I already said fruit is a class. What are the variables of a fruit? For example, color, shape, taste, price. So these are the variables. Right now, if I given color is equal to red, if I given shape is equal to some circle, taste is equal to some sweet, price is equal to some 20. So if I am given these values, based on those values we can say that fruit is an object. That fruit is an object apple. Fruit is an object apple. Now understand, class is just a template. If I given an application form to you, there is no use. If student 1 fill the application, then that is the application belongs to student 1. Suppose if the same application is filled by student 2, that application belongs to student 2 and student 3 and student 4. All these student 1, 2, 3, 4 are called objects, but student is existed real time, student is also not existed. Generally we use the common term. If anybody is studying something, generally those are called students. Clear? Object is an instance of a class. Now what is the class definition? Class is a logical structure. By using class we can generate objects. Suppose if I given this one, so if provided these values, then apple, for example, color is equal to apple, shape is equal to oval, taste is equal to Swiss, price is equal to some 5 rupees, we are calling as banana. Call it. By using class we can create multiple objects. Now what is the syntax of the class? Class name. Why a program can consist of any number of classes. A Java program can consist of any number of classes. There is no restriction on the number of classes. Now the question is, if you want to assign some value or if you want to access some information from the class, compulsory you need to create an object for the class. Clear my point? For example, a class is created with some members. Members is variables, methods, all those are generally called as members. How can we access the members of a class? We can access the members of a class by using object. For example, if you have more than one class, from which class you are accessing, need to create an object for that class. See this one, class name, object name is equal to new class name. What is the purpose of new? Is used to create some memory. So class name of this is constructor. Anyway, we are moving step by step, you will get the complete idea. Now right, now you understand what is a class and what is an object. Now okay, now ready for writing a program. Before writing the program, you need to know how to install the software. Yes or no? How do we install which software? JDK software. You need to know how to install JDK software. Without software it is not possible to write and execute. Okay, how? Procedure is very simple. Now Java is a product of Oracle Corporation. Java is in the hands of Oracle organization. Anyway, simply go to the browser, any browser, go to the Google, type Java download. Actually in my system Java is available, and anyway I will show you. Go to the option Java download. Once the option Java download is available, see this one, I will show you step by step. So here directly type Java download. Okay, you are not a robot by skills. Wait for 1 second. Now fine. So type Java download. Okay, now select the option Java download. Here directly goes to oracle.com. This is the official website where your Java is available. Click on this one. Okay, once you click on this one, it shows this one. Now Java 20 is the latest version, along with it shows JDK 17 also. In between Java 18, 19 is also released, but it does not show this one. Remember the most important thing is whenever Oracle organization releases some versions are set as LTS products. LTS products means long term support. Simple thing, for executing this core Java, that is J2SE, you can implement any version of Java, that is sufficient. For example, if you want to do advanced Java JEE program, you have to support how to interact with a server. So for such applications, JDK 17 is used. LTS products, long term support. Anyway, select this one. Even if you want JDK 20, you can select, not a problem. But if you want to execute advanced Java programs also, then you need JDK 17. Okay, I selected this one. Next, to go to Windows. So whether you are using Linux, Mac OS or Windows, right now I am using Windows operating system. Select this one. Okay, now 3 files are shown. Among this, you need to select .exe file. Click on this file, .exe file. Now the file is ready to download. Once that file is downloaded, simply, here I am not installing. Why? Because in my system already is there. Now I will explain the procedure. How means, simply once that file is downloaded, open the file. Simply open the file, click next to, and then OK. Simply your file is installed, that is your JDK is installed successfully. You no need to do anything. Now the question is, you want to check if the JDK is installed successfully or not in your system. The procedure is, go to C drive. So generally this is the default location in all your systems. This is the default location. C drive, program files, Java. Now Java is there. See this one? Java is there? Yes. Now Java is installed successfully. Now again you need to CMD, command prompt. In the search bar, type CMD is the command prompt. Within this command prompt, type the message Java space minus version. Everyone remember, Java space minus version. See this one, it gives the version that I installed. In my system, version 17.08 is installed. Clear? Right now Java is installed successfully but not completed. Everyone remember one more point. Once the software is installed, everyone setting the path. What is mean by setting the path? Simple your understanding. See, program files, Java. So at this location your Java is available. Suppose if I want to execute, suppose if I want to write a Java program in D drive, I written a Java program in D drive, but my software JDK is available in C drive. How to execute? That means you need to provide some interrelation. Then what happened? Whatever the location you are using for the program, you can execute there. So no need to do anything. What is the procedure? The procedure is everyone go to my computer, go to this PC, follow carefully, right click, select the option properties. Under this go to advanced system settings. Remember, depending upon the system the position may vary, but you need to select advanced system settings. Click on this one. Here select the environment variables. Select the environment variables. There are two types of variables: user variable, system variable. System variable in the sense whatever the modification we done, that is applied to the system. User means only that particular user. For example, for a system multiple number of users are there. Now your task is to done for the entire system. Here the option is new. Select the option new. Give the variable name as path. Everyone remember the variable name as path. What is the variable value? The variable value is simply the location where your Java is installed. Go to my computer, C drive, here program files, there Java. Here Java folder is there, in that JDK, and then select bin. This is the place where all your programs are stored. Select. Simply click on this one, Ctrl C, and go to the path. Here at the variable value give this one semicolon. Okay, next OK, OK, and then OK. In already my system the path is there, that is the reason I am using cancel, cancel, cancel. But your task is OK, OK, OK. Now the path is set successfully. If you have any doubt, you can check the path also. What is the command? I will explain. So executed successfully. Now Java, what is this one? Executed successfully. Anyway, I will move to the program. See this one. The procedure for writing, saving, compile and execute the Java program. Now in your system Java JDK is ready. Now open any folder in any drive, that is your wish. For example, D and with one name Nagaraju. In the D drive I created one folder Nagaraju. Within this folder I saved the file. So simply how? Open some notepad. Open some notepad. For example, I open the notepad and then type the program. Assume after typing the program, I am saving the program. After program is completed, you need to save the program. How to save the program? Program name .java. Program name .java. Then only system consider this one as the Java program. For example, sample.java. My first two steps are completed. Writing the program is completed. Save the program is completed. After that, what are the two steps? The first stage is compilation. Yes or no? The first stage is compilation. For that compilation, Java uses the command javac. Javac is the command which is used for compilation. So javac space your class name. Remember, generally the program name and class name are same. Suppose you are writing a Java program with the class name as sample. Make sure that your program name is also sample. Okay, to avoid some confusion, javac space program name, for example sample dot java. This is the first stage. Press enter. Once this is completed without any errors, then bytecode is generated internally. Whatever the location, in which location you are saving this file, at that location bytecode is also generated. Okay, second stage. What is the second stage? Execution. Second stage is execution. For execution, you are using the command java space program name or class name. Why both are same? Java sample. This is the way to write and execute a Java program. To write and execute a Java program. Now I will show you one program. So open some notepad. Open some notepad. Even though you don't know how to write a program, ignore the syntaxes. First to follow carefully. Class name. So first I am assuming my class name is sample. But remember, the class name starts with uppercase letters. Press opening bracket, closing bracket. So right now ignore the remaining concepts. So class name, every class, generally you can write any number of classes, but our execution starts from the class which consists of main method. One predefined, one method is there, public static void main. So I will explain the syntaxes, no problem. Public static void main string args of, open the bracket and then close the bracket. Okay, now everything is written inside this one. Now first I am writing one simple program, system.out.println, system.out.println, some message welcome, semicolon. Now first I open the notepad and I written some program. What is the next step? You need to save the program. But before saving, what I am doing? Suppose go to C. In D drive, I created one folder, new folder Nagaraju, and I am saving all my programs under this folder for future reference. Now open the notepad, save, Ctrl S, select the location where you want to store. So I want to store D drive under the folder. Now how to save the program? Class name is sample dot java. Don't forget, you need to save the program as dot java. Okay, now click on save. Your program is saved successfully. Check. Go to folder. See this one, my program sample. What is the type? Java source file. Java source file. Clear. Writing is completed, saving is completed. Now go to the command prompt. Within the command prompt, I already set the path. If you set the path, means no need to install at a specific location. You can move to any location and execute it. Now where is my location? D drive. Go to D drive, cd space folder name, cd space my folder name. Now within this folder my Java file is available. Within this folder my Java file is available. What is step 1? Compilation. Java C space program name or class name sample.java. Press enter. What I said, the compilation checks whether your program follows the rules of the programming language or not. If satisfied, the bytecode is generated. Now immediately see this one, go to the folder, one file is generated, sample.class. Clear? Once the program is compiled, the class file is generated in the location where your Java program is there. Now Java space, second step is execution. The command is Java space sample. Press enter. See this one? Welcome. So actually within the program I used one statement, system.out.println. The purpose is for printing the output. Anyway, clear? For example, I removed the semicolon. Control S, save the program. Now move to the command prompt. Use arrows, use up arrow and down arrow to get the previously executed commands. Java C. What I said? Java C, that is compilation checks whether you are executed or you are writing the program according to the rules or not. According to the rule, the statement end with semicolon, but I forgot. See this one, you get an error. See this one. Here you are getting an error, system.out.println welcome. I think clear? Welcome, that is the error. Now what you have to do again? Move back, place semicolon, save. If you done any modification in the program, every time you need to compile the program. Don't forget, if you done any modification, you need to done compilation. Now see this one, it gives any error? No. Now Java space sample, you are getting the output welcome. Clear? Now up to now what we discussed. So I will give you a brief summary. Up to now we discussed the term JDK, JRE, JVM, the most three important terms. Anyway, we shown how the JDK is installed. So again the question is, why I install JDK 17? Already the latest version 20 is available. The thing is, version number 8, version number 11, version number 17. All these are LTS products. LTS product means long term support. LTS means long term support. If you want, you can check this one, Java LTS versions. See this one, (17). See, Java 20, no, Java 17 is the LTS version. Observe the thing carefully. Suppose Java 19 released on this particular date, so security support is provided up to 4 months. So by the end of 21st March 2023, the security supported is ended. But coming to this one, so this is released approximately 2 years. But the support is provided up to 2029. Now you got my point. Got my point? So anyway, for simple standalone applications, not a problem. If you want any server application, you need to get the security. Security is the main point. So this version 17 Java Archil organization provides the security. Suppose see version number 11, it is released approximately 5 years, but again 3 more years are there for providing security. And 8, this is actually Java 8 completely changed the Java. So it is released 9 years ago, but they provide the security up to 2030. 7 more years are there. Now you understand, LTS products are preferable generally to implement the client server or web server applications. Okay, so that are the things that we discussed. Now how to install the software. So you understand the installation of software, and the most important thing is after installation you need to set the path. You need to set the path. Once it is completed, we are writing one simple Java program. Anyway, you don't know anything. You are writing one simple Java program. There we discussed how do we perform compilation and then execution. Finally, we also covered what is a class and what is an object, just definitions. These are the things that we are discussed in this session. In the next session, we are moving to data types and typecasting, different types of variables based on data type. We will discuss all those topics in the next session. That's the edge. Thank you very much.